Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Three Things About the Browns. I'm Stephanie Haney. Happy to have the voice of the Browns, Jim Donovan, back today.
Good to be with you.
And especially on a Victory Monday.
Absolutely. Can't get enough of those.
We cannot. All right, I got your rapid-fire questions for you today, Jim. First up, we got to talk about defensive. Myles Garrett, 4.5 sacks, record for the team, record for him in a single game. How much of that is due to him just being amazing, and does it any of that have to do with the quarterback situation in Chicago?
Well, I think it probably does have a lot to do with the rookie quarterback in the situation, and probably not the best offensive line, maybe one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL with the Bears. But he's exceptional, and he kind of laid the word out during the practice week, hey, let's get this thing going, all right? And I also think the fact of the matter is now they're 3 weeks into playing together. Remember, the defense didn't play at all together during the preseason. They might want to rethink that next year. But anyway, they're finally on the field together, and I think it's starting to all sink in because he was great, but others were great too. It was the best defensive performance I have seen from a Browns team since they've come back in '99.
Well, those are high praise. We love to see that. Let's talk about the other side of the football now, the running backs. Big game for Kareem Hunt. Seems like less touches for Nick Chubb. And then you've got Demetric Felton Jr. making big plays again, especially with the punt returns. What are we looking at with the running backs heading into Minnesota next week?
They have the best running game in the NFL, the Browns do. Okay, now some teams have great running backs, but the Browns have the best running game. Because Chubb was having a tough day. He really was. That's a really good Bears front that he was running into. So they go a different way. They go to Kareem Hunt, who's a different back. I mean, really, Kareem Hunt can attack you in a lot of different ways, running the football, darting inside, outside, catching the football out in space, making you miss, and then a thrilling 29-yard touchdown run. So really, they go in every week, whether it's home or away, but especially when you're away from home, with the best running game in the NFL. That can get you a lot of wins. As far as Felton's concerned, he's a lot of fun. He really is, Stephanie. They do a lot of things with him. I mean, he can be a running back, he can be a receiver. But the Browns, since Josh Cribbs has left, and left the Cleveland Browns, they have not had any kind of a return game. Now this kid suddenly gives them a return game, and I think he's going to pop one at some point. But at the very least, he is giving them great field position every time that he returns the football.
It is nice to start from a good starting point.
Yeah.
You got those drives to get those touchdowns.
Absolutely.
Okay, and our last question for you today. We had Odell Beckham Jr. back on the field. He made some plays, but he did miss some too. Like there was that one catch he couldn't get in bounds right at the goal line with that one pass. What do we think about, what should Browns feel about his performance on Sunday?
I give him bravo. I thought he was exceptional. He played over 50 snaps in the game. I was surprised at that. He made 5 catches. They were big catches. They were real Odell Beckham Jr. catches. I mean, really big plays that got the Browns first downs. As far as the throw down by the goal line, I'm going to have to pin that one on number 6. I don't think he gave him a chance to catch that ball. And really, Beckham caught the ball, but he had no room on the sideline. I think it's only going to get better and better. Now, remember, there's always been this kind of controversy or sticking point. Do Mayfield and OBJ have any kind of chemistry? I saw a lot yesterday. I thought that they were very, very good together. Without Landry, it was very important for him to play, and he played really well.
Without Landry, yes, absolutely key there. Hey, we're 3 weeks into the season. We're 2-1. I can't believe we've already had 3 weeks of football. That is wild to me. This is going so fast. Just like this, and our time is up. Jim, thank you for your time today on 3 Things About the Browns.
You got it.
We'll see you back next week after the Browns take on the Minnesota Vikings on the road.